Moving across to Dev Ankur is getting us more details on that story. Dev, over to you. I believe Sachin Pilot, in fact, is with you right now.
Absolutely, Sneha. Sachin Pilot is live and exclusive with India Today right now. Pilot Saab, many congratulations to you. Several of your loyalists will be becoming a part of the Ashok Gehlot government. What is the way forward for you and for the government in Rajasthan?
First of all, there are no loyalists of individuals. We have all fought the elections collectively in 2018 and won the elections collectively. So today, the reshuffling or the expansion of the cabinet is just an ongoing exercise. So I think it's wrong to say ex-loyalist, Y loyalist. We're all working in the same objective to defeat the BJP. Mrs. Gandhi is the Congress president, and under her leadership, we are trying to achieve what we couldn't achieve previously, which is to repeat the government every 5 years, which is now in 2023. The elections are due. So I think the intent was to increase the participation of the Dalits, the tribals, women, young people, and have a much larger geographical representation so that every worker of the party feels a part of the system, because we've all worked hard to form this government. So yesterday's rejig, I think, is a step in the right direction. Geographical balance, social balances, they all have been taken into account, and women, minorities, SCs, STs, OBCs, MBCs, all those categories of people have been given prominent positions, which I think is a very welcome step.
So you said that through the committee that was formed by Sonia Gandhi, the first step in that direction has been taken. This committee had submitted its report, and that is reflective in the way the representation of tribals, women, Dalits have increased in the government, and that will be seen at 4 p.m. today. But an important question, Mr. Pilot, is what is in it for you? Will you be staying in Rajasthan, working towards, building the party's organizational structure in the state, or will there be a larger role for you per se?
You see, Dev, I have been in the Congress for the last 20 years. In the last 2 decades, whenever the Congress party has assigned me a task, I have tried my level best to accomplish that task in whatever capacity, whether as an MLA, as an MP, as a minister, as a party president. And I think my objective is to make the party stronger, to make our presence even larger than it is in Rajasthan and beyond. So whatever the Congress president and Rahulji decide, and Priyanka ji decide for me to do, I'm more than happy to. I will willingly do that and do it with great enthusiasm. But I also want to make sure that we are able to repeat a government in 2023. And for that, we have to really have all hands on deck, and we all have to work together because the BJP will try its best to make a comeback, because they believe that every 5 years the government will flip. But to make that happen, we have to really put a lot of hard work. We have 22 months left. So obviously, whatever the party asks me to do, I'll be more than happy to do.
Pilot Saab, that is a jinx that Congress has been facing in Rajasthan, that in the last 20 to 25 years, there has never been a consecutive government of the party in the desert state. Do you think one way of breaking that jinx is to project you as the party's chief ministerial candidate in the next 2023?
I don't think individuals matter that much. It is a government's performance, our party's cadre, how motivated they are, how we're able to bring everyone together. And I think that's the intention of the leadership in Delhi. The AICC, I think, is taking the right steps to make sure that we are accountable, answerable, in governance, in our projection, in our policies, and fulfilling our promises in the manifestos, a sense of security amongst the vulnerable sections. All of that needs to be done. And when we work together, I think no force can defeat us. The Congress party unitedly, I think, can easily manage to win back the next election in 2023.
Are they no longer, the Pilot faction and the Gehlot faction in Rajasthan? Have things patched up?
Well, there are no factions. Like I said, when we fought the election and won the election, we won it together. We have all tried to make sure that the Congress party retains this predominant position in Rajasthan, and the by-elections are an example where we defeated the BJP hands down. So I think there are this talk of group, faction, numbers, loyalties, etc. We're all working under the leadership of the Congress party and Mrs. Gandhi and Rahulji, and I think that's the way it should be. So this is all. A lot of the media also creates these issues. I think it's important to state here that every one of us has worked for the party. We have won on the Congress symbol, and we have worked for spreading the ideology of the Congress party. And that's, I think, really the message that should be taken from all the developments of yesterday.
Sir, one sense is that the party high command had to really pitch in. Priyanka Gandhi, clearly you also mentioned the stamp of, her stamp is very much there in the Rajasthan cabinet expansion. Do you think it would not have been possible for this kind of cabinet reject to happen had the likes of Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi not stepped in?
Rahul ji is a former president, Sonia Gandhi ji is a Congress president, and Priyanka ji is general secretary. She's very much involved in the affairs of the party in Delhi. And of course, all leaders have given their inputs, not just Priyanka ji and Rahul ji, but all senior leaders of Rajasthan and the national level have given their inputs. And party has taken a very holistic view of things, taken all inputs, all feedback, and then taken a decision to have a rejig of the cabinet. And further decisions will also follow, appointments to boards and corporations, parliamentary secretaries, etc. So I think it's important that all of us work together. And I think what you said, involvement of Rahul ji and Priyanka ji, of course, I think their involvement has been very crucial. They've been taking feedback from all of us consistently, and I think the results are there for us to see.
Sir, before 2023, there will be 2022, and there are crucial elections, including that of Punjab and Uttar Pradesh. And it is believed, given the fact that the kind of following you have, the support base you have, you will be used extensively by the Congress in UP, especially in Western UP. So is this something that you're looking forward
Like I said, wherever the party directs me, Mrs. Gandhi and the AICC tells me to go and work, I will work 24/7 in that area, in whatever position, to make sure the Congress party registers a win.
One last question, sir. Is there a possibility of you working again under the leadership of Ashok Gehlot in the present regime, whether it be as the PCC chief or in any other form in the government, sir?
Like I said, what I will do, that role will be decided by the AICC. Whatever the party wants me to do, I'll be more than happy to do. We just want to make sure that we work together, work unitedly to repeat the Congress government in 2023.
So the aim for Sachin Pilot is clear. It is Mission 2023 for Sachin Pilot, and he clearly believes that at this point in time, the focus should be on breaking that jinx of the Congress never returning consecutively in power in Rajasthan for the last 20 to 25 years, and that is why he has not been hankering for a post for himself in the Ashok Gehlot government, in the present regime at least, and he wants the party to focus on 2023 so that all sections are taken consecutively, Sneha, and ensure that the party cadre that is there on the ground, they do not feel left out.
Dev,
Sneha?
thanks so much for getting us, Dev Ankur, with that exclusive interview with Sachin Pilot and an important story that we're tracking very closely.